From the newsroom at news.com.au.
Hi, I'm Lexi Cartwright, and this is the latest from the newsroom. It's Thursday, April 8th. We'll start overseas, and under 30s in the UK will be offered an alternative to the AstraZeneca vaccine, as Europe's medicine regulator confirmed that unusual blood clots should be listed as a very rare side effect. Here's Emma Cook, the director of the European Medicines Agency.
EMA is working very closely with the national competent authorities in all the EU member states and the company to make sure that these risks are proactively communicated to healthcare professionals. It's important that both vaccinated people and healthcare professionals are aware of the signs and symptoms of these unusual blood clotting disorders so that they can be spotted quickly to minimise any possible risks. When millions of people receive these vaccines, very rare events can occur that were not identified during the clinical trials.
The revelation came as the UK government said people aged 18 to 29 would be offered a different vaccine, such as those developed by Pfizer, BioNTech and Moderna. Countries, including Canada and Germany, have restricted rollout of the AstraZeneca vaccine to older populations who are more at risk of severe illness or death from COVID. Still overseas, and Tiger Woods was driving nearly double the speed limit when he crashed in California in February, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff. Woods' SUV was travelling at up to 140 kilometres per hour before his car flew off the road and flipped several times during the accident, which left the 15-time major champion with a shattered right leg. The county sheriff also found Woods may have inadvertently hit the accelerator instead of the brakes upon losing control. Two other news, and a month-long inquest has found Sydney father John Edwards meticulously planned to murder his two teenage children, Jack and Jennifer, in the months beforehand. New South Wales State Coroner Teresa O'Sullivan also found he likely made the decision about the same time that bitter family law proceedings between Edwards and his wife Olga concluded on Valentine's Day 2018. Edwards shot his estranged kids on July 5 that year at their West Pennant Hills home before taking his own life later that night. Their mother Olga took her life 5 months later, aged just 37. You can read that full story on news.com.au, and as always, the domestic violence helpline is 1-800-RESPECT. To some weather news now, and a polar blast of Antarctic air is set to sweep across Australia's south this weekend, bringing potential hail, snow and rain. The double hit of cold fronts could be so powerful it may lead to the coldest day of the year for some cities, falling on either Sunday or Monday. Melbourne's maximum 30-degree weather on Thursday is forecasted to drop to 15 degrees by Sunday, while Canberra is forecast to hit 0. Ooh. Meanwhile, in Western Australia, a tropical cyclone is approaching the coast with warnings of dangerous and destructive conditions. Kyle Sandilands has opened up about his headline-grabbing split from ex-girlfriend Imogen Anthony, who he was with for 8 years before they called it quits in 2019. Speaking on Mamamia's No Filter podcast, the controversial Kiss FM radio host told Mia Friedman that the 19-year age gap between them was a contributing factor in their breakup. He said Anthony went from a young girl into a woman towards the end of their relationship, having first met Anthony when she was just 21. The shock jock went on to discuss his view that it's important to make sure his former partners are taken care of financially. Here he is.
Like, it's never great when you break up with someone. So it's pointing this and that. No, you thought, and you promised me, and like, fucking whatever. Like, you know, we're not getting on anymore. Like, what can you do? It's heartbreaking. It's horrible. I take forever to break up with someone as well, because I start thinking, like, she's donated this amount of time to me, and like, you know, obviously we're not. Like, I start trying to, like, I want to make sure they're okay mentally, physically, financially, and they deserve it too. Like, ex-wives, my other ex-partners, they're able to be, and this should be looked after and treated with respect.
And if you want $1,000, play our daily news quiz at news.com.au/quiz and the cash could be yours. That's it from the newsroom. We'll be back in the Arvo.
From the newsroom at news.com.au.